Hello, and for those returning, I am Damien with Project Omnia, and today we are here to react to the series finale of Neon Genesis Evangelion, episode 26. Um, Last episode, I'm thinking from the perspective of it was from Shinji, so that would make it an introspective episode. But of course, context of how I interpreted the episode would change depending on the source of where all this kind of reflection was coming from, right? But really, that's what it was. There was a lot of reflection on our three pilots and Misato, right? And they basically each represented something. It really was about showing their deepest fears and insecurities. For Ray, it was basically she wanted to be done. Right? She is tired of basically she wants to return to nothingness. She's tired of all of this in reality, even though she just charges forward through everything and seemingly is so on the straight and narrow. It's really not about being on the straight and narrow. It's about what is going to get me to my end goal of returning to nothingness sooner. And so that's basically how she's continuing to push forward, right? Um, Shinji, it's all about he doesn't want to be alone, right? Um, Pretty simple concept. Most people don't want to end up alone. I'm a really introspective person, right? Um, but and especially more so in recent years, I've kind of come to understand this that being introverted is nice and all and has its benefits and can really bring you some positive things in life, but you're still a human being. You still need that social interaction. That's part of who we are, part of our experience. And ultimately, if you try to completely isolate yourself or nearly completely isolate yourself from that, it's going to have a negative effect on you psychologically. No matter, you can try to argue against it all you want, but that is the reality of the situation. Um, and that it's just like I said, it's just part of our experience and our existence, right? It's one of those things that every human experiences, whether they realize it or not. But to move on, we also got Asuka. And Asuka, of course, her big thing is she doesn't want to die. And she has this very strong sense of abandonment due to her mother killing herself when she was very young. Wanting to take Asuka with her, seemingly. Her stepmother basically just didn't really care. So, and then her father clearly wasn't really there as a father either. So, all the people, that you would learn to build healthy relationships from an early age on, she never got that. And of course, that's bled over into the her now. She's still only a teenager. What, 14 years old? They're all well. Ray's not 14. We know she's far more complicated than just this is her age. But Asuka, Shinji, Kawaru, Toji, they're all 14, right? So that was the status on our three pilots, and then like I said, there was also the reflection on Misato as a character. And her, it was all about how she projects her insecurities of basically Okay, I had this. No, I'm kind of lost it. But Misato, she basically wanted to find salvation through hatred, if you want to get down to it. And that's just not how things work. And she also has a tendency to use men. Um, and, alright, I'm not going to ramble on. God's piece, remembering and piecing everything together about Misato really being coherent about it clearly is not going to happen. We can have a discussion about it in the comments. Don't worry. I'm also sure I'll be rewatching the series plenty. I have greatly enjoyed it up until this point, so I see no reason that I wouldn't return to watch it more so I can better understand it. I mean, that's one thing for certain I will tell you that I really like about it off bat is the intensely high rewatch value of the series. I mean, just watching it once, I mean, it's clear. You don't even get very far into it. You're like, gonna have to watch this again. It's just how it is. And I'm sure each new rewatch you'll get something new each time, so that'll probably happen. But this is my first watch. I am going to probably say some really stupid things and sound really dumb sometimes. But it is what it is. Anyways, that is basically my pre-episode discussion. It's probably the longest one I've had so far. But we are going to dive into the series finale, at least as it aired just as an anime television series. After this, I will be doing the movie, which is an alternate ending, right? Or just a retelling, or a different structured telling of this. I'll find out. But anyways, we will begin the series finale of Evangelion, episode 26, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. 2016. Okay. Fear. Yeah, why not? I think you are. Yep. Yeah.
そんなの美里さんも同じじゃないか。そうよ。私たちはみんな同じなのよ。ここ。人は一人で生きていけない。
Yeah.
自分は一人しかいないの。
だから辛いんだな。
Kind of what I was talking about.
だから心、体を重ねたいの。なぜ生きてるの？
Yeah. Why are you
それ
alive?
を知りたくて生きてるのかな。誰のために生きてるの？もちろん私のた
Yeah,
め
that's
よ。
a lie.
多分自分のために。
Shinji.
生きていて嬉しい。
Not sure you're living for yourself either, buddy.
嬉しいに決まってるわよ。
Asuka, you're definitely not happy to be alive.
楽しいこと好きじゃ
Of
ないわ。
course not.
そうだから逃げるのが嫌なのね。だって逃げ出
I
したら
don't
誰
think
も相
running
手に
away
して
is
くれ
going
な
to
いん
bring
だ。
you any progress.
してないで。お願いだから僕を捨
I
てない
don't
で。
think you can just say it's
人の言う
wrong
ことにおとな
outright.
しく素直に従う。
難儀なんはお前一人やないで。
Yeah.
そう考えると楽だからそう思っているだけね。うるさい。そんなの関係ないよ。僕のことなんかどうでもいいんだ。エヴァに乗ることで僕は僕でいられる。
No.
エヴァに乗ること
It's
で
not how
私
this
は
works.
私でいられる。エヴァに乗る前の僕には何もなかった。僕はエヴァに乗っているからここにいられる。他には何もないの。
The worst nightmare. Everyone hates you.
きっとそう思ってるんだ。そう思い込んでるんだ。違う。だって僕は僕が嫌いだもの。どちらが本当の気持ちなの？わからない。いや、どっちも本当の気持ちだ。
Yeah.
だからエヴァに。
Exactly.
今の僕にはエヴァしかないから。そうしないと自分が。
エヴァそのものがあなた自身になってしまう。
Yeah.
エヴァそのものが君の全てになってしまう。
Yeah.
本当のあなた自身はどこにもいなくなってしまうの。
Uh,
もともと僕には何にもなかったんだ。習っていたチェロだって
何にもならなかったんだ。
なくなるの
Yeah, exactly.
私みたいに。
それが僕の全てだから。僕の気分みたいだ。好きじゃない。
Yeah,
夕
I
日
can imagine.
消えていく命。
So this is like their different perspectives of how this day is beginning.
温かい怖いの。
Something
いらない
frightening,
もの。
something that's not needed.
みんな大嫌い。私を嫌わないで。
Yeah,
怖いものは
欲しいも
rejection,
のは
to connect and to be recognized.
ここにいてもいいの。私のこと好き。
お父さんのところへ行かないの。
No.
行きたくない。
どうして？
嫌われるのが怖いから。
私が消えてしまうかもしれないから。
Mm-hmm.
誰も僕を捨てない。大事にしてくれるだけの。
The perception that they don't care to begin with is
あなた
false.
自身で認めるしかないのよ。
Exactly.
僕には価値がない。
No.
生きていくだけの価値がない。ではあなたは何？
じゃあ僕希望だ。
いや
これもこれもこれもこれもこれもみんな僕を表すものに過ぎない。僕を他人に認識させているものに過ぎない。
今のあなたの周りの人々、今のあなたを取り巻く環境、
どれもずっと永遠に続くものではない。
Exactly.
あなたの時間は常に流れ、あなたの世界は変化の連続でできている。何よりあなたの心次第でいつでも変わる。
自由な世界。
その代わりに何もない。
Mm,
僕が
what?
考えない限り。
そう、あなたが考えない限り。
そんなどうしたらいいのかわかんないよ。
不安なのね。
君の好きにしていい世界。
けど、あなたは不安なのね。
どうしたらいいのかわからないのかね。
Right.
どうしたらいいんですか。
不自由をやろ
ほら、これで天地ができたわ。でもこれで自由が一つ消えた。
時の流れとともに変わっていくものさ。
Right.
う。君自身も変わることができる。
お前をかたどっているのはお前自身の心とその周りの世界だからな。
だって、これはあなたの世界ですもの。
僕はよくわからなくなっていく。自分がなくなっていく感じ。
自分以外の存在がないとあなたは自分の形がわからないからよ。
You cannot know your own shape. Yeah.
そう、他の人の形を見ることで自分の形を知っている。
なの？バカシンジ！
Baka Shinji? Okay.
ようやくお目覚めね。バカシンジ。
なんだ、アスカか。
And now he's awake. What the
なん
fuck?
だとは何よ。それが幼馴染に捧げる感謝の言葉？
うん、ありがとう。だからもう少し寝かせて。
何甘えてんの？もうさっさと起きなさいよ。
Is he naked?
バカ変態！信じらんない。仕方ないだろ。
Oh, it's morning one.
信じたら、なたも新
This
聞
has
ば
got
か
to
り
be
読ん
some
でない
kind
で
of
さっさと支
illusion.
度してください。
うん分かってるよ。
I was gonna say, is that really his mother?
ほら、さっさとしなさいよ。なんですって。
How rude.
じゃあおばさま、行ってきます。
Okay, so some kind of crazy ass dream.
転校生が来るんだってね。
まあ、
But it's Ray.
遅刻。初日から遅刻じゃかなりやばいって感じだよ
Yeah,
ね。
look at that. Oh, bird's got your food.
ごめんね、マジで急いでたんだ。
Oh, gotta be Misato.
ミサト先生や。
Okay, this scene was from an earlier
やっ
episode.
ぱいいな、ミサト先生は。
This is all fucking insane.
着席。
喜べ男子。今日は噂の転校生を紹介する。
綾波レイです。よろしく。
Oh,
今朝のパンツ覗きま。ちょっと言いがかりはやめてよ。あんたがシンジに勝手に見せたんじゃない。あんたこそ何すぐにこの子かばっちゃってさ。 さ、何できてるわけ二人。
そうだ、これも一つの世界。僕の
Okay.
中の可能性。
Yes.
今の僕が僕そのものではない。いろんな僕自身があり得るんだ。
Yes.
そうだ、エヴァのパイロットではない僕もあり得るんだ。
晴れの日は気分よく、
雨の日は憂鬱。
と教えられたらそう思い込んでしまう。
雨の日だって楽しいことはあるの。
Mm.
受け取り方一つで
さあ、だからこそより深い真実を知りたくなるのね。
ただお前は人に好かれることに慣れていないだけだ。
Well, this
だからそうや
instrumental
って人の顔色ばかり伺う必要なんてないのよ。
でもみんな僕が嫌いじゃないの。
No.
あんたバカ？あんたが一人でそう思い込んでるだけじゃないの。
自分が嫌いな人は他人を好きに信頼する
Exactly.
ようになれないわ。
でも好きになれるかも
Yeah,
しれない。
you can.
僕はここにいてもいいのかもしれない。そうだ、僕は僕でしかない。僕は僕だ。僕でいたい。僕はここにいたい。僕はここにいてもいいんだ。
It's nice and all, but what's going on? Because I mean, this all again, this all seems to be very introspective.
おめでとう。おめでとう。
おめでとうさん。おめでとう。おめでとう。
おめでとう。
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 Hey, your mom.
ありがとう。
Okay. So, I'm kind of wondering if things were from all their perspectives, but they were giving us much more of Shinji's. So, like, when they were all talking there and the instrumental was playing, that was like all of them kind of overcoming their greatest insecurities in a sense. At least that's what I'm kind of getting. And by the way, I thought it was beautifully done. Damn near brought me no tears over here. Just want to let that known. But yeah, I mean, that is the end of the Ava ride, aside from the movie that I'm going to be doing right after I finish this recording. The series itself, I mean, I really enjoyed it. But like I said, I'm going to have to watch it again, because like right now it's really hard to put all my thoughts on this series as a whole into a complete and coherent message. I mean, I can tell you, I greatly enjoyed it. I mean, shows like this that really bring a lot of, you know, and it makes you be introspective, and it really puts your mind and your preconceived notions and your own truths and your own worlds and your own realities and your own absolutes to the test, and makes you question things, and really doesn't give you anything it wants a lot to be ambiguous. It really wants you thinking, and I really enjoy that. So for that, I mean, this series is definitely a huge one for me. Now, like I said, my love, or even to like it less, could come from rewatches. I think chances are the more I watch it, the more I'll enjoy it. So that just typically is my experience with series like these. So that I really look forward to. But I mean, it seems Shinji, at least, and probably the other children, so Rei and Asuka, were able to overcome their greatest insecurities and fears in the end, and that's kind of how the series ended. Because, I mean, the final angel was dead, so there was no more angel attacks to happen, right? So, yeah. I imagine the movie is probably going to go a much different route. But we'll just have to wait and see, right? Well, before that is my reaction and review for episode 26, the finale of Neon Genesis